The majority of the young people graduating this evening have grown up in the New Hope area, where their pride blossomed from the deep-rooted seeds planted in the rich traditions found only in a small town. Their love of cowboy boots, camouflage, country music, and pickup trucks is only surpassed by the love of their friends, family, and faith. New Hope is a place where our graduates' hopes and dreams for the future began to form while they enjoyed their passion of hunting, fishing, playing sports, and four-wheeling through the countryside. Our speaker tonight shares the same similar childhood. She grew up hunting, fishing, and playing competitive sports. Her love for her community, her family, her faith, her country, and her state provided the motivation and determination she needed to not only dream about, but to achieve the position of Governor of Alaska. Her success and accomplishments in Alaska drew attention of national leaders, making her one of only 2 women in our nation's history that have been asked to join the presidential ticket. This small-town country girl had a hope for a better tomorrow that led to a passion for a stronger state and nation, and it all began with a pride and faith in her family and community. Never, ever underestimate the power of a small-town dreamer, one that understands and believes that no obstacle is too big, no dream is unattainable as long as the desire is unstoppable. Ladies and gentlemen, please join in welcoming a small-town dreamer who grew up to accomplish and achieve great things, Governor Sarah Palin.
Such an honor. I am delighted to have been invited, and when I heard that we would get to meet in a hockey arena, I said, heck yeah, let's go, Todd. Let's fly halfway across the world from Alaska, not literally, but to get here and to celebrate with you all. I am just very, very happy and honored to have been asked. And here we get to thaw out in beautiful Alabama. That was part of it, too, I've got to tell you. Todd is here with me. He just wrapped up his snow machine race season, got off the Iron Dog, the 2,000-mile, longest, toughest snow machine race in the world, and he's a commercial fisherman in Bristol Bay. So in between seasons here, he was able to jump on the flight with me, and I sure appreciate him being here. And as the introduction was going on, you guys are talking about clinging to your God, your guns, your Constitution. I turned to Todd and I said, babe, we're right at home. This is great. The only thing different, perhaps, besides the weather, is you guys say y'all and we say you guys. Other than that, no, I feel right at home. And graduates, you know, the only thing standing in your way of you receiving that ticket out of here, that ticket into the real world, according to the program, the only thing standing in your way is me. So I'm not going to take a whole lot of time, because you deserve this, and you deserve the honor that you'll receive tonight via that piece of paper, that high school diploma. And truly it is that ticket into the real world where you start your real life. Now, in the long tradition of commencement exercises, you will not remember who your graduation speaker is, but I'll remember you. New Hope, you are the ones who inspire. You, it's your generation, you have the potential to secure America as the most exceptional nation on earth. So we need you to listen to what it is that has been already said. Remember what it is, those pieces of advice. And I'm just going to leave you with just one piece of advice that perhaps you haven't heard maybe recently. No need to remember the speaker tonight. I want you to remember just a bit of what I'll share, though. Congratulations to you all. Go forth and conquer, but do not be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid of failure. You've been taught to be leaders here. This is a unique situation, a unique curriculum that you have benefited from at New Hope. Your school motto, new pride, new passion, new hope. That's providential. It's prophetic. And New Hope's vision statement has you doing great things. Some things you may not care a whole lot about, but I guarantee your parents and school administrators and community, they care. Achievement is up, grad rates are up, attendance is up. You are going on to higher education and to really expand your wings, if you will, in so many different avenues in order to make your lives better, make your community, your state, our nation better. You're doing great things, proof that New Hope is living up to its name. These are accomplishments to be proud of because you've been encouraged to strive for this success your whole lives. Work hard, succeed. And that's a message that you received and you delivered on. But maybe you've not been encouraged to not be afraid of failure. Some things that seem at first like failures. Perhaps no one's told you that setbacks are sometimes the thing that you can learn from and gain from even more than success. Now, adults in your lives have spent a lot of time trying to shield you from failure, trying to protect you, keep you safe in body and mind. Some things I think are over the top, like taking monkey bars off the playground and banning dodgeball and rationing the number of Twinkies you can have in your school lunch, like an 18-year-old isn't able to make that decision for themselves. Some of it's over the top. A lot of adults telling young people today that you are all equal, you're all equally winners. Forget the beauty of competition. So no one must achieve more than anyone else. So, well, we won't keep score in sports. And you all get cupcakes and participation trophies after that scoreless game you've just played. In the name of protecting, some would have you, I don't know, maybe sitting around hugging a tree and singing Kumbaya instead of duking it out in the arena of competition. That's what you're going to need in life. You're going to need the skills that you learn, that you gain from competition in business and just trying to survive in this world. Even the tradition of having a valedictorian at this commitment exercise, I understand it was a decision made a long time ago, but that was eliminated in case someone's feelings got hurt. Well, you know, driving into the parking lot this evening, I saw a lot of pickup trucks, and so when that was mentioned in the introduction also about guys and gals around here driving trucks, I'm like, well, so do we. And when we hear someone whining about maybe claiming some offense or getting their feelings hurt about something, we rely on that old saying up there in Alaska where we say, buck up or stay in the truck. Because life, it's tough. Tonight, here's what I just would ask you to remember. Just avoiding failure. Just staying on the safe side of the sidewalk and shying away from competition so you maybe don't feel a temporary hurt. That isn't success. As a matter of fact, avoiding failure can make real achievement and real fulfillment much less likely. There's a book out right now about how things that we think are the worst things that could possibly ever happen to us, well, they turn out to be the best if we learn from them, if we grow from these things. Now, to prove that it wasn't just some quirky sounding, touchy-feely theory of the author did some interesting research on what people thought the worst thing that would happen to them. So she Googled, the best thing that ever happened to me. That's what she typed in. She got results that you'd never expect to follow those words, the best thing that ever happened to me. Getting fired came up. Being left at the altar was a frequent result. Jail, getting sent to the slammer, that came up. Being publicly humiliated and criticized, that came, welcome to my world. Other results, like an illness, cancer, things that we may fear most in life, but coming through them, students becoming an overcomer because of these less than ideal circumstances by learning from them, by taking responsibility, and then reprioritizing, can be the best thing that has ever happened to us. Consistent success. No one should ever tell you that you will never fall on your face, because you will. But there is opportunity even in that. Learning, growing in that. You have a choice in how to act regarding the circumstances that surround you, less than ideal circumstances. You become bitter or you become better. Now, the best thing that's ever happened to me, well, it had to do with, years ago, 420. That's April 20th, 1989. That's the 420. April 20th, 1989. That's the day that I became a mom. Our firstborn, our son, he came into the world and he grew up deciding that he was going to serve something greater than self. So he grew up to be an infantry soldier in a Stryker brigade in the U.S. Army. And then our daughters, Bristol and Willow and Piper, they came along. And then finally our youngest, a baby boy named Trig. And he's special. He was born with one extra chromosome, Down syndrome. Now, before he was born, I was a very busy governor. Before that, a mayor, a sports reporter. Before that, and I was always preaching to anyone who would listen. I was always telling people, trying to inspire them, reminding them that God will never give you anything that you can't handle. Well, when I found out that our child would have special needs, I was so taken aback, and I admit I was so fearful and thinking, man, this isn't part of the plan. I cried out to God. And I said, hey, God, remember you promised in your word, you promised that you would never give me something that I couldn't handle. And I don't think I can handle this. But how wrong I was to doubt his plan, and how right he was. Trig, truly, is the best thing that's ever happened to me. He's taught us real joy and right priorities, and the superficiality of the world's standards of perfection, because he's perfect to us. He's given our family so much more than we'll ever be able to give him. And no, it is not always easy, but the best things in life are never easy. Now, you got to meet my little boy. Yeah, you all, we're proud of you. You accomplished much getting that diploma tonight. But hey, my kid's got more chromosomes than you. Graduates, as you head out into that real world, and it's a rough and tumble world today, but have faith that the Creator of you, He who has the whole world in His hands, He'll never give you something that you can't handle. He's equipped you. God's got your back. And I tell you, this country needs you. This country needs you to not be afraid, to take the chance. Shoot, examples already tonight. These students who were not afraid to invoke a bit of their faith, to share that. You know how politically incorrect that is, you guys? You're going to hear about it. And I'm proud of you for that. To not be afraid to stand for what you believe in. Our country needs that. Take that chance. That opportunity that America, only America, provides. The opportunity to work hard and to expect reward for your work ethic. And to live life vibrantly. Man, to embrace the freedoms that we have and to protect those freedoms that some would attempt to take away. That is what makes America unique. You're blessed to have been born into this system, the freest system in the world, to live life vibrantly according to those freedoms. We need you to protect them. And it isn't easy, and life will throw you curveballs. I say throw them back harder, throw them back faster. And take it from me, you will never regret that you did. Congratulations, class of 2014. You give me new hope. You give the greatest country on earth, our America, real hope. Not that hopey-changey stuff that they BS you with coming out of Washington, but real hope. That is you. I hope you take the time to thank your teachers and hug your parents. And it's you from under your school colors even, red, white, blue, New Hope High School Indians. I encourage you to be brave as the mighty warriors that you're created to be. God bless you. And one more thing, because again, it is a battle out there. War Indians and Roll Tribe. Good luck, you guys. I mean, y'all.
Justin Patrick Abner. Treva Noel Abner. Caitlin Renee Anderson. Cassandra Lynn Bearden. Dustin Matthew Bearden. Joshua Scott Bond.